My name is Amy Bumpus, and my messy story involves my dad. My dad is 65 years old, and he has the middle stages of Alzheimer's. My dad is if you've ever been in the hospital or know someone who has been, and you've been hooked up to an IV pump, my dad has the patent for that technology. He designed medical equipment. My dad was a really, really smart man, and he can't remember my kids' names anymore. He calls them number 1 and number 2 and number 3, and it's hard. I don't have a dad. I've got a 3-year-old brain and a grown-up body, and it's gonna get worse fast. My dad, in the last 18 months, has ceased being able to drive, add, read, no names. And in the, I don't know how near future, my dad's gonna forget how to go to the bathroom and how to sit up, and his body's gonna forget how to breathe, and that's where it's gonna go. And we sing songs with words like, I believe you're my healer, and depending on the day, I want to punch somebody when I hear those words, because my dad's not gonna be healed. He's gonna die from this, and it's a long, ugly death, and it makes me mad. And my biggest challenge is, where do you see God in that? And I just have a hard time reconciling that idea that he's my healer. I have a hard time with that. On good days, I can see that God is in fact my healer. He is in fact a merciful God, and that I've had enough chances to see that sometimes mercy doesn't look like mercy at the beginning, and but that it is. I think the way I end up finding God in the mess that is Alzheimer's is that my dad's value is only on the fact that he is a child of God and that he is loved, where the only coherent sentences he can put together are the prayers he says at night before he goes to bed. God is present. God is present. It doesn't look like what I want it to look like. It's not the end I would have wished for my dad. I think when I get mad at God about everything, I think what ends up happening is that I withdraw, and I don't really affect God when I do that. I hurt myself and my ability to handle the situation. People in my village have been patient, to say the least, with me talking about all of this with my dad and the struggle of the last couple of years as he's declined so quickly. That talking about it and coming to accept that, and I feel again his promise that he is there, and he is answering my prayers even though they're not the answers that I want. I'm Amy Bumpus, and I'm learning how to see my mess as a beautiful mess.